long time no see. So last time I filmed one of these, it was the end of first semester, like in December, and it was not 80 degrees out, so I'm already sweating. We just started the video. I'm currently sitting in the CVS parking lot to film this. Okay, I'm turning the AC on. I know it's wasting gas, but like I'm burning up. Hopefully that's not too loud. Hey guys, it's Alex. Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new, hello. I am done with freshman year at FSU, which is crazy to think about. I'm gonna back this up a little bit. I don't know how it went by that quickly and how I'm going to be a sophomore in college. And Stranger Things still hasn't come out yet. So I made a video at the end of last semester called 21 Things My First Semester of College Taught Me. So I figured I would make a similar video but talking about the things I learned this semester. So then if you go watch that video, then come back and watch this one, you just get a whole bunch of advice to help you out. What I'll preface this with before I start, and I said this in my last video, is that no matter how many of these videos you watch, you're never gonna be fully prepared for the craziness that college is. At the end of first semester, I felt a little bit bitter about how things had gone, but then this semester just absolutely blew my expectations out of the water and then some. I cannot even describe how thankful I am for all the people I met and continue to get closer with this past semester, and just all the amazing spontaneous experiences that I had. I'm just so thankful. I just feel very blessed, and I can't wait for the fall. Let us get this list started. These are in no particular order. Some of them are more serious, some of them are more funny and just lighthearted. Let's get on with it. First one, do not let negative people ruin your happiness and joy. It is the most frustrating thing when you are just trying to have a good time and live your best life and experience life to the full, and some people aren't gonna like that. They're gonna want to bring you down to make themselves feel better, and that's a really sad thing. But just know that you should just like maintain your joy. Not to say that you should like ignore how like they're feeling. Like if someone is like struggling, like you can like go to them and try to help them out, but at the same time, if someone is continually just their goal is to bring you down, then you just cannot let that affect you. And I know that's hard, and obviously it's going to affect you to some extent, but I think just in your mind you have to remember, hey, this is my choice, that I'm going to live out my life joyfully, and whether or not they want to follow that same path is up to them, and I can't control that. Kind of going along with this one, not everyone is going to like you, and sometimes it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. I've heard it said that how people treat you is more of a reflection of how they feel about themselves and how they feel about you, and I think that is so true. I am guilty of being a little bit of a people pleaser, and obviously I want everyone to like me because I strive to be a kind person. I always try to be really nice to everyone, but sometimes people just aren't gonna vibe with you. There's nothing you can do about that besides continue to be who you are and continue to spread kindness to everyone you meet. And not everyone was meant to be your friend, because everyone is different, and some people just mesh well better together than others. Okay, let's do a lighthearted one. Those were pretty deep. Naps are amazing. I had an 8 a.m. business calc class this past semester 2 times a week. I had some pretty late nights this past semester. Going to bed past midnight was a pretty much nightly occurrence. I always did the Wordle, just like in bed, you know, fun times. But I would go to my 8 a.m. class, and then I had a psych class afterwards, but it got canceled so many times that, yeah, I just barely went. Got a 98 in the class, by the way, which is great. I would go to my business calc class and then come back to my room and just sleep for like an hour and a half. So yeah, naps are really good, and they're important. Communicating with people is so important. If you keep your emotions and feelings bottled up and then just don't express how you're feeling, it's going to cause more problems in the long run. Whereas if you address something in that moment, then it won't be as much of a problem. If you're having a bad day or just like feeling kind of off, put on some music and walk outside. I don't know if you guys watch Hannah Maloche or Ellie Thuman, but the whole like hot girl walk concept, yes, it's amazing. I love it. Forgiveness doesn't mean saying what someone did was okay. It means acknowledging that you still love them despite that, because God has forgiven us. I feel like I've always been someone to kind of not cut people a whole lot of slack. If someone like makes a mistake, I would just be like, you're done, which is not at all Christ-like, and it's not forgiving. Not to say that my feelings of being like hurt and frustrated with people for like hurting me were not valid. They were valid, but my response should have been to be more forgiving and show them grace, because I mess up too. Pray for community and you will find it. Never doubt God's ability to change your life quicker than you realize. Kind of going along with this, I wish I had brought the notebook with me. I started writing down prayers in this notebook, which is another list item, is write down prayers so you can look back on them. I wrote something down. This was like mid-January, I think, and I just kind of got to a point where I felt like I knew so many people at college, but I didn't like know them, and I didn't feel like they knew me. Like I had so many acquaintances and like surface level friends, but I didn't have like that many like true connections where I felt like I could be comfortable, like fully comfortable around people. I got really frustrated about this, so I just wrote down this really long prayer of just like, I need community and just people in my life that like make me feel loved, and I want to love on them too. This semester is literally just like, God was like, okay, like here you go, like let me just like exceed your expectations tenfold, which just blew me away, because I just didn't think that like things would be able to be like that so quickly. This is kind of like what I just said, but college can feel lonely because you know lots of people but not well. Having a few solid close connections makes all the difference, because if you can just have like that person or few people that you can go to about stuff, it can make your life feel a lot better. Having those close people has made me more confident going into making new friends. There's not as much pressure. It's like, okay, well I have like my people, but like I still want to like meet more people, but it's not the pressure of like, oh my gosh, like I have to like make them like me, because otherwise I'm not gonna have any friends, you know? You might end up doing laundry at 2 a.m. because you had to help a random drunk girl get home. I'm just gonna leave that at that. No further explanation. Invest in a hammock. I love my Uno. I have definitely posted a vlog or two where I've been in my hammock while I've vlogged, and it's just such a nice little escape and like thing to do for yourself. It's just a good like mental reset, and there's so many places on FSU's campus to hammock, so I definitely recommend doing that. God's plans exceed our own. If you guys don't know, I am a wildlife leader. If you guys haven't heard of Young Life is a ministry. I did it in high school, so I had like college leaders like leading me while I was in high school, and then I went to college, and then we did a whole like interview thing to either become Young Life or Wildlife leaders, and Wildlife is the middle school version of Young Life. I was so set in my mind on wanting to be a Young Life leader. I was like, I want to be a high school leader because I did Young Life in high school, so like I know what that feels like. I know that's for me. And then I didn't get placed with high school. I got placed with Wildlife, and I was just like, I don't know how I feel about that. But then I was just absolutely blown away with how incredible working with middle schoolers is, and just how much joy they bring to my life. I know some of them watch my channel, so if you guys are watching, I love you guys so much. They just make me so happy every time I spend time with them, and just getting to pour into them and share about Jesus with them is the most amazing thing. I got to go with them to weekend camp this past semester, which was amazing. I got to have like several like clubs, like which is like our meetings we have every 3 weeks where we like play games and just all like hang out and talk. I got to give a talk on lacrosse to over 30 kids, and it's just incredible to see how something that I had thought was so not for me was absolutely meant for me, and I couldn't see myself doing anything else. And I know that God knew that leading middle schoolers was going to be what was meant for me. Never doubt God's plans. Also, the fact that I'm at FSU and had an amazing year, because I did not want to go to FSU leading up to college decisions. It was not my top choice, and I was like, FSU is not where I fit in. It's not going to be my environment. It's such a big party school. No, you find your people, you find your community, and there was so much more to Florida State than party. I have gotten so many DMs from people saying, I really want to go to FSU and I really think I like it, but it looks like such a big party school and I don't think I'm gonna like it. And I love being able to respond to those DMs and be like, no, do not worry. You will find your people, and that is just part of FSU's culture and you do not have to participate in it. I'm getting really excited about that because I'm just like, it brings me so much joy. Also, if you're an incoming freshman, please go to Young Life. I am so excited for the incoming freshmen to come and just to be able to welcome them into the amazingness that is our community at Young Life. And if you have questions, please DM me on Instagram at Alex__Boynton. Line dancing is my favorite hobby. If you have watched some of my vlogs, you would just know that Stetson's was my place on Friday nights. And I really got into line dancing this semester. I only went like 3 times last semester and was like, this is so hard. Just like not for me. It's just an extreme sport. And then I really, for some weird reason, randomly got into it this semester, and then it became like a Friday night routine. Like if I was not going to Stetson's, there was some specific reason that I could not go to Stetson's. I think there were probably 3 Fridays out of the entire semester I didn't go. And I used to do dance in high school for a short period of time, not like super serious or anything, but it's something I really love to do. And I feel like I miss it, but it's not something I would ever go back to again because I don't have time, and also like I'm still trying to fit swim in a little bit, but it's good that I have that outlet. And I'm also going line dancing tonight in Orlando because I am back in Orlando. I didn't mention that, but I am. If you couldn't tell, I'm not at college anymore. Having a self-care night every once in a while is essential. I said in my last video where I talked about the things I learned first semester that you need to have alone time. I didn't really listen to myself that much, and this is a really big problem for me that I'm still working on, is that I want to be part of every social opportunity possible to the point where I will sacrifice other things. I got all A's. Like I made sure my grades were good. Was my sleep always like the best? No, but also it was like conflicting because being around people like gave me energy. So I was like, well, know when to say no to plans if you need time to yourself, because you will get run down from constantly doing one thing after the next, and you need to recharge so that you can go into those experiences fully yourself and fully able to appreciate them for what they are. So I'm still working on that. Okay, I literally already said this, but middle schoolers are just so much fun to be around. Shout out to you guys again. I love you so much. Be spontaneous. Take advantage of every opportunity while still maintaining grades and sleep. So kind of what I just said again. Going along with like saying don't say yes to every plan, but also like don't say no to every plan. You have to find a good balance, and as someone who discovered she is an extrovert through and through this year, I love spontaneity. I am such a big planner, and I used to always be the one that made the plans in high school, so now having other people make plans and then me just being like, oh, this is what we're doing, I'm totally here for this, is so fun. I love college. I always would say this to people. I really didn't expect when I woke up this morning that I would be doing this today. And that was my favorite feeling to have, because it's just like you don't know what every day is gonna hold, and it's so exciting the fact that there is like so much potential for each day to just have so much joy and fun. And also the things that you do, like the spontaneous things, don't have to involve going out and drinking and doing a lot of the stuff that people normally do at school. I think that something that's important to do that I definitely did was explore your college town and find things to do. I know going into school I was like, what the heck is in Tallahassee besides the Capitol? Like that's literally it. But no, we found like this fun little random arcade place. We would go to Crumble. We went to this place called Cherokee Sink that was like this spring. There's just so many fun experiences to have, and you're not gonna know that they exist unless you go seek them out. Initiate asking people you don't know that well to hang out. They could end up being good friends later on. So this is a big shout out to my friends Laurence and Anna. I love you guys. If you guys watched my beach vlog, I posted that a little bit ago. We went to the beach the very beginning of April, and April 30th was like my last day. So I became friends with them like in the last month of the year. I knew Laurence through a mutual friend. Anna was like someone that went to Young Life, but like I didn't know her that well. And then we were all going on like this beach trip with a bunch of people from Young Life. So I was like, why don't I just invite her? She seems really nice. So then I did. Her, Laurence, and I have hung out a lot in that last month of school, and it was just crazy to see that like even in the last month of the year, like you're constantly being able to make friends, and God is continually putting people in your life when you need them. Basketball games are much more fun than football games in my opinion, except when you almost get trampled over when you're rushing the court after you beat Duke. That's all. No one is ever going to be the perfect friend. You have to love others despite their shortcomings and recognize that we fall short as well. This has been really hard for me, and kind of going back to the forgiveness thing, I'm a very critical person. I'm a type 1 Enneagram, if you know what that means. I've always been someone who's very focused on trying to do the right thing constantly. So then, not saying I'm perfect, because I'm not. I definitely mess up. But when other people don't do the right thing in my mind that I would have done, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like how could you possibly do that? Like I just don't comprehend that. But I have my own shortcomings as well, and learning to love others and show grace is important, and it's something I'm still working on. Okay, almost done. Iced vanilla lattes slap. I'm gonna go get one after I finish this, but honestly I don't know if I really need to, because it seems like I have a lot of energy at the moment. I used to be a mocha girl through and through. Like I literally said it in so many videos. I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting my iced mocha with vanilla sweet cream, cold foam, and vanilla. No longer. I am a iced vanilla latte girl. It was like 2022 started and there was just a shift, but I'm so thankful for it. Whether it's Dunkin' or Starbucks or anywhere. Okay, 2 more. Just read, like read books. They're so good. I am the biggest advocate for reading. I love seeing other people read on campus. One day I was sitting on Landis reading Beach Read, and I noticed there was a girl also reading Beach Read, and it made me really happy. I just love reading. I just read Beach Read, People We Meet on Vacation, and then I just read the prequel to We Were Liars, which I didn't even know existed until I went to the store, and I was just like, it came out like 3 days before I had seen it in the store, so that was cool. I read the prequel to that because I read We Were Liars back fall of 2020. And if you don't like reading and think you don't like reading, just give it another try, because I feel like school reading, like required reading, has ruined reading for so many people, and it shouldn't be that way. Okay, the very last one. This is 100% the most important one on the list, and the one that caused me the most trouble throughout this semester. Putting on a fitted sheet will never get easier. Never. It is my biggest pet peeve. I have one more actually that I forgot to say, and this one actually is important. The people you surround yourself with directly influence your college experience and what you get out of it. Who you surround yourself with is going to be the people that are influencing your decisions, your behavior, your character, just everything. So choose those people wisely and surround yourself with people that point you to God and help you develop your relationship with Him. Surround yourself with people that want to see you succeed and celebrate your joys in life with you and are there for you when you are in the hard times. Your community and the people that you surround yourself with are a very, very big part of the college experience. And if you have good people surrounding you, it makes all the difference. Shout out to my friends. I love you guys. College is crazy, like I said before. It's unexpected. It's going to throw curveballs your way that you never saw coming, but you'll get through it and you'll grow from it. I am not the same person I was when I started freshman year. I'm not the same person I was when I started this semester. And that's a beautiful thing, and I'm so thankful for that growth that has taken place. I am excited for more growth to occur this summer and into the rest of my college years. I can't wait for the memories to come. And even though I'm really sad this past semester has ended because it was so incredible, I am beyond excited to see what is to come in the future. If you guys didn't watch my second semester highlight reel video, I posted it a week ago from when you're seeing this. Enjoy college. And if you're in high school right now and you're wishing you were in college, high school can be hard, but you got this, and working hard in high school will set you up for having good habits to take into college. I am praying that everyone that is watching this can take something away from this video. Please let me know if this was helpful to you. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments or if you want to DM me. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I upload a new video. follow me on Instagram at alex__Boynton, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Bye!